Miami Trace won the toss and elected to receive. Ladies and gentlemen, the Board of Directors, Executive Director, and staff of the Ohio High School Athletic Association extend to each of you a cordial welcome to this OHSAA football tournament event. Tonight's matchup is a Division III first-round contest between Miami Trace High School and Jackson High School. This tournament is sponsored and conducted by the Ohio High School Athletic Association for its member schools. In order to make this contest as enjoyable as possible, please represent your school and community in a positive and respectful manner. That means follow the rules, speak and act responsibly, and show courtesy and respect for your fellow fans, officials, coaches, administrators, and authority figures, and of course, your team and the opponent. Let's make this contest great by remembering to respect the game. The officials for this game have been selected and assigned according to procedures adopted by the Ohio High School Athletic Association Board of Directors. Their experience and integrity qualify them for their important part in this friendly interscholastic contest.
For Chillicothe, you're not going to lose in a game like that.
We had located at 41 East
total
South Street
yardage
in
with
Jackson,
316 for the Ironmen, 168 for Chillicothe.
Dental implants, Botox and derma fillers, Invisalign, and much more. Locally owned and ran by Brian and Jamie Morris, Southern Ohio Smiles and Southern Ohio Midi Dental Implant Center offer a friendly environment for your family. Call us today at 740-577-3239.
Cardo's Pizza would like to say thank you to the Jackson area for letting us serve you for the past 32 plus years. You can call us at 286-2525 or go to our website, www.cardospizza.com, where you can find our full menu, place your order online, or check out our buffet hours. On behalf of everyone here at Cardo's, go Ironmen!
You love your favorite pro football team. They have a history of being competitive and zealous while maintaining the utmost professionalism. So should your lawyer. John Pearson Clark is an aggressive and zealous attorney that is always looking out for the best interest of his clients while trying to secure a win. He has over 30 years experience and is licensed in all local courts, state of Ohio, federal court, and even the United States Supreme Court. Whether your legal issue is domestic related or a criminal law issue, call John Clark Law Offices today.
Under the direction of Ryan Hurd, Assistant Directors Keith Wilson, Mallory Wilson, and Mary Elizabeth Billman. Auxiliary Instructors Sarah Harris, Ashley Ross Taylor, and Alicia Mannering. We present to you the pride of Jackson, the Jackson High School Marching Ironmen. Will you please rise for the playing of the Jackson High School alma mater, conducted tonight by Assistant Director, Mr. Keith Wilson. This season, the Marching Ironmen are recognizing a different branch of the armed forces at each home game. Tonight, we ask all current and veteran members of the United States Army to stand and be recognized as the band plays your service song, "The Army Goes Rolling Along." Now will you all please stand and remove your hats for the playing and singing of the Star Spangled Banner, conducted tonight by Director of Bands, Mr. Ryan Hurd. quick announcement before the teams take the field. There is a minivan parked in the grass parking area, a Toyota minivan, license plate number DV67UF. The vehicle is running and no one is in it. You may want to go check your vehicle if you have a Toyota minivan. Cope takes the kick. Tackle on the play by number 2, Tucker Williams. And number 8, Cade Wolford. Ball will be placed at the 24-yard line. Landon Cope, the ball carrier. Tackle on the play by Jacob Winters. Gain of 9 on the play brings up 2nd and 1.
Backs will be to Bo Landrum, as he has been all year long, and then we will see Mason Landing get the start at the other corner in the Jake Woods spot on that. The 2 safeties, as they've been most of the year, Eli Browerman, the strong safety, Jacob Winters, the free safety.
2nd and 2 for the Miami Trace Panthers. Putting wide to the right side, or left side, is Garrett Guess. And in the shotgun formation. And the hand straight up the middle with the first down and near the 40-yard line, then driven backwards.
Braden Powell says that ball was loose. Thought a Jackson Ironman got up in the air, and you're going to blow it forward motion dead there. And
to pick up the first down and move the ball out to the 39-yard line. As the Miami Trace Panthers in the white uniforms with the black numbers, black helmets. The Ironmen going all red tonight with the Ironmen with their backs towards the scoreboard here in this first quarter play. And Guest comes wide to the left side. Robinette will work out of the shotgun. He's just a sophomore. He really showed me some. Well, he was only 50%, 9 of 18 in that first meeting. He passed for 200 yards, and here's that first down carry, getting this time a short yard out to the 40-yard line. That's Asher LeBeau, number 1.
Beautiful play by senior A.J. Denny from that down tackle position. Wrap him up. The running back does fall forward to get a 1-yard gain, but excellent job by the defensive front.
That's 2nd and 9. We're just underway in tonight's game between Miami Trace, 15 seed, and Jackson Ironman, the number 2 seed here at Alumni Stadium.
By a fraction of a point, number 2. We were that close to the number 1 seed.
All right, snap back, and the handoff goes to Stuckey, and he is fixing his Landon Cope with the carry, and he'll lose yardage. Was that Braden Powell back there to get him?
It was actually David Norris with the tackle, did another job. The other down tackle who breaks in there. Denny on the first snap, Norris on the second, and it puts Miami Trace Panthers in a 3rd and 12 situation.
Now ball back at the 37-yard line.
This year we've been very good against stopping the run. Miami Trace has to go airborne.
They brought in from the sideline. And Guest goes wide to the right side. And Robinette will roll to his left, throw it out in the flat. It is caught at the 42 and stopped short of the first down by Landon Camp. Was number 33, Landon Cope, and he'll bring up 4th down and 2 for...
Going to make the Panthers make a decision here, Dan, near midfield at the 47 of Miami Trace. Looks like their offense is still on the field.
Appears they're going to play for it from their own 47-yard line. 4th down and 2. Garrett Guest goes wide to the right. 8 minutes and 30 seconds to go in this first quarter. And the handoff goes to Asher LeBeau, and he will not make the first down. Tried the right side, and it looked like Braden Powell wrestles him to the ground.
Powell hitting right at the line of scrimmage. He might have fallen forward for a foot or 2, but the Ironmen stop him on the first drive. It was a 4th and 2, and the outstanding outside linebackers we mentioned, both Camp and Powell, have been outstanding all year. He makes the stop.
P. Wilson, a gamble by Miami Trace.
Well, I think Miami Trace knows that you can't have a lot of possessions where you come up empty, and they were close to the 50-yard line. And so Coach Jerry Williams, just by taking the ball, showing that he wants his offense to do something right off the bat and show that they can score against the Ironmen.
1st and 10 for the Ironman. Ball at the 47-yard line. Winters hands off. And it's Wolford, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Making that tackle was Sherrell Stratham, and there'll be looks like a loss of 1 on the play.
You think the Panthers have watched a little film on Cade Wolford after last week's performance? I think so. Offensive line, all seniors. Nate O'Brien there at the center position. Starting will be Alan Adams and David Norris, the left guard, and then the right guard. The right tackle, Tylen Messer. Trent Evans, the left tackle.
And Winters under center. Maybe Trey. 4-man defensive front, back to pass, and he has pressure from behind. Jacob Winters never saw Austin Etzler coming in from the backside, and he sacks him back at his own for the Ironman 43-yard line.
Jacob's eyes were here on the near side, the home side. We were flooding this side of the field, but he had no opportunity to release that pass. He felt the hit coming. He at least held on to the football, but boy, it puts us in a 3rd and long situation. Other starters, Braden Stapleton in a split-in position. Brody Butcher at a tight end. Playing also a lot of tight end will be Gavin Jones. Running back Cade Wooford, Eli Berman, and senior Jacob Winters at the quarterback spot.
All right, the Ironmen got 3rd and 20. Here's play action. They throw it out in the flat. It's caught by Bo Lander. Bo, he's at the 40. He's at the 35. He has the first down at the 32-yard line.
Always fun to convert a 3rd and 20, and we had the little bubble screen to Bo Landrum, who's turned into quite an offensive receiver for the Ironmen, especially the second half of the year. Beautiful job of running, picking up his blocks out there, and gets first down yardage.
Line of scrimmage now the Trace 34-yard line. 1st and 10 after the Ironmen connected on that 3rd and 20. And the Ironmen drop back in the I formation. And movement along the line of scrimmage. It will be offsides, Miami Trace. Move the ball forward 5 yards and inside the 30-yard line.
I'd love to call that a cadence penalty by Jacob Winters there. It marked out something to force Miami Trace to jump. Ironmen have freshman Jacob Allen in there at the offensive line, gives them another big body. They also have the 2 tight end look with Gavin Jones and Brody Butcher.
First down and 5 for the Ironmen. All at the Trace 29-yard line. Winters to the deep back. Wolford, he has some room, and he has the first down inside the 25, down to about the 21-yard line.
Alan Adams, Trent Evans, good blocking on the left side of the line. Good lead block by Eli Browerman, and Cade explodes there for another first down, puts him right on the 20-yard line.
Hit that hole very quickly, and you're right, ball spotted at the 20-yard line, which means the Iron are in the red zone. High formation for Jackson. And Wolford again. He's got some room. Spins away. Oh, he started left, and he comes back slightly to the right and gets down to the 13-yard line.
Really a good kick-out block by Eli Browerman that time on that left side. We mentioned Evans and Adams, but also over there at the tight end spot is sophomore Gavin Jones. Ironmen have gone to that same play, back-to-back plays.
Well, it's second down and a long, well, about 4 yards. The Ironmen line up in the I formation. Here's the handoff to the second back through, working his way close to the first down. And the Ironmen will have the first down, and it will be 1st and goal Jackson, just inside the 10-yard line.
Cade Wolford following his blockers, interior part of the line. O'Brien, Norris, Adams, good job there. Gets the push. Now the Ironmen are just inside the 10-yard line, but a 1st and goal situation.
Inside 5 minutes now remaining in this scoreless first quarter, 0-0. Each team with a drive, and the Ironmen now knocking on the door with a 1st and goal. Backs are split, the handoff, and breaking a tackle and getting inside the 5. They set Eli Browerman with the carry, and does a nice job of getting down to the 4-yard line.
Boy, he is an aggressive runner, truly a north-souther. He gets hit by a linebacker about 2 yards and then just runs through that tackle, gets down just inside the 5.
All right, 2nd down and goal from the 4. Jacob Winters stands now under center. And the handoff will go to Wolford, and he will push his way forward, gets a push from that offensive line, and he'll be stopped just short of the goal line. Call it 3rd and goal from inside the 1.
Our Gillum Insurance Player of the Game winner last week, Nate O'Brien, the center. David Norris, the guard. Alan Adams, the other guard. Good push there.
The Ironmen wasting no time. They get to the line of scrimmage, 3rd and goal from the 1. Winters will take it, and he'll step into the end zone, stepped over the defender, and he walks into the end zone for the game's 1st touchdown.
Yeah, Jacob on a quarterback sneak basically goes in untouched. Nice job, offensive line, on that drive. They just decided they got to win the battle in the trenches.
And now without Jake Wood, the holder, and Thatcher Brown, the kicker, it will be that looks like Tucker Williams to hold and
Jacob Winters to kick.
Jacob Winters, and it's a fake. Winters will take the snap and he'll look into the end zone and look for his receiver in the back corner of the end zone. Was that Zach Kraft?
Zach Kraft.
And the ball is a little high and incomplete, so it remains Jackson 6, Miami Trace 0, and we'll be back with more Jackson Ironman football right after this.
When you think of your community bank, are you thinking of leading technology? Things like mobile banking and mobile deposit? Being able to pay a friend using Zelle? Are you thinking of best-in-class bill pay and customized account alerts? If you're thinking of those things, then you must be thinking of Jackson County Banking Center. They have leading technology and local support. And by local, we mean right here in your neighborhood. Leading technology, local support. That's Jackson County Banking Center. Member FDIC.
Iron City Implement at the corner of Broadway and Water Streets in Jackson is your one-stop spot for keeping your life on track and moving. Whether it's home or commercial, Iron City Implement has you covered with quality Napa brand auto parts and more. They have all the tools to make that job easier and done right. Milwaukee-powered tools, gas-powered generators, tools and parts and products you may have never even thought you needed. Need a special part you just can't seem to find anywhere else? There's a good chance that you'll find it at Iron City Implement.
Well, while we were away, the Jackson Ironman kicking off. It was Jacob Winters doing a squib kick, and guess what? The Ironman kickoff return team gets the onside kick recovery, and it will be first down and 10 at the 46-yard line of Miami Trace.
T. Wilson
On the drive for the Ironmen, their first opportunity, they're golden. 9 plays, 48 yards. Of course, the big 23-yard completion on 3rd and long made that touchdown possible. The touchdown comes on a 1-yard plunge by Jacob Winters. Extra point pass failed off a fake, but the Ironmen do lead 6-0. They've got the ball again.
And Cade Wolford coming around the corner. He's down the sideline, 20, 15, 10, 5, and it's the end.
should be a touchdown. Yeah.
A touchdown, Jackson. He tightrope the sideline that last 5 yards, kept his balance, and on one play, the Jackson Jr. takes it to the house for the touchdown.
Nolan Johnson had a pancake block to free Cade back at the line of scrimmage. He was the lead back in that. A pitch to the short side, and Cade just explodes, outran the pursuit. They had an angle on him, but Cade shows that speed, outruns him, and he runs over the pylon and gets the football on the inside. A touchdown for the Ironmen, and a quick win.
Well, the Ironmen will go play for 2 since they missed that. They have trips to the right. And the shotgun, it's Winters looking, throwing, and it will be caught for the 2-point conversion here on the right side. Cade Wolford with the reception, and the Ironmen are up 14-0. Another break in the action, and we'll be back right after this timeout.
Go, beer, go, beer, get your cold beer. The coldest beer in town is chilling and ready for you at L&S Drive-Thru on Route 93 in MacArthur. With the area's largest selection of beer, wine, and spirits, L&S Drive-Thru has the right beverage to quench your thirst. Family-owned and operated, L&S Drive-Thru in MacArthur is here and ready to serve you 7 days a week. L&S Drive-Thru at MacArthur. You won't find a colder beverage anywhere else. Auto and Truck Tire Center is your one-stop shop for all your mechanical and tire needs. Auto and Truck Tire Center offers 24-hour road service for your tires. Auto and Truck Tire Center will also come out to your farm for all your farm tire problems. So if you have a mechanical or a tire problem, give Auto and Truck Tire Center a call. 740-286-2290. That's 286-2290. Or stop in at 14700 State Route 93 in Jackson.
Early Hayes kickoff
So while we were away, the kickoff this time by Jackson's Billy Hay, where's number 31, kicks it low, but the line drive kick, Miami Trace does not field it, and it goes all the way to the end zone for the touchback. Pete Wilson, to look at that last score for the Ironmen.
Okay, Cade Wilbur made sure I didn't have to work hard or figure much on that one. One play, 46 yards, the lightning in a bottle after recovering the onside kick or the squib or whatever it was. Ironmen go up by 14-0 after converting the extra point pass. Winters hits that man Wolford again. Ironmen, in the space of 14 seconds, have put 2 touchdowns on the board, 14-0.
And 3 minutes and 20 seconds remaining in the first quarter of play. Robinette from the gun, and hands off to Asher. Asher LeBeau is the ball carrier.
Boy, Jackson came out of that pile. Braden Powell is convinced he has the ball. Let's see what happened. David Norris with a big tackle. Powell was sure he runs toward the end zone, brings it over by the official, and the officials are talking it over.
Yeah, there's no decision yet. But Braden Powell did come up with the loose ball. It looks like it may be long.
I just wonder if there was an inadvertent whistle there. They're still talking things over, and Jackson has the football. Braden Powell with a huge fumble recovery again. He had the big hit on the 4th and 2 on the previous defensive stand. Now I don't know if he just ripped the ball out of the ball carrier's hand.
Well, it'll be 1st and 10 for the Jackson at the Trace 22-yard line.
Wow, what a start for the Ironmen here in this first quarter. Pistol.
All right, Ironmen get a possession again here at the 22-yard line. Didn't see exactly how Braden Powell ended up with the ball, but he did. And the referees, after talking about it for almost a minute, award the ball to the Ironmen.
Winter sends a man in motion, and now a penalty against Jackson as 2 men go in motion at the same time, and they'll blow the play dead. And that will cost Jackson 5 yards. First penalty of the game for the Ironmen.
3 straight short fields for the Ironmen. They got one on an onside kick. The other was a 4th and 2 stopping near midfield of the defense, and then the defense forcing that turnover to really put the field short.
All right, 1st and 15. It's all back to the 27-yard line. Wolford again goes in motion from left to right. Here's a pitch to Johnson, trying to get the corner, and Johnson bottled up, and now he will dive forward and try to get back to the line of scrimmage, and he'll lose about 2 yards on that play. Miami Trace doing a nice job of stringing it out as the Ironmen start on the left hash mark and one run to the wide side of the field.
Well, Miami Trace is very aware how well Jackson was able to run outside the tackles last week against Chillicothe. They studied the film also. They were on top of that play with great pursuit angles.
2 tight end set for the Ironmen as Illinois with Wolford and Johnson in that backfield. And the handoff is over the right side with some running room. It's Nolan Johnson inside the 10, inside the 5, knocked out of bounds around the 1-yard line.
Tremendous blocking right side of that offensive line, and Nolan got ahead of steam going, and he was trying to get inside the pylon. They knocked him out of bounds right at the 2-yard line.
It'll be 1st and goal. Jackson at the 2-yard line of Miami Trace.
Hit a couple passes, or one pass for sure. There was a big one. Boy, this running attack is on all cylinders again this first quarter.
Winters comes up under center. Backs now are split. Wolford and Johnson. 1st and goal, and it handoff over the left side. That was
Nolan Johnson. He easily goes in right behind Trent Evans, Alan Adams. They do a great job over on that right side, or that left side of the line, and lead block in there by Cade, and Johnson goes in once again standing up.
2-yard touchdown scamper for Nolan Johnson. Another touchdown for the Ironmen, making it 20-0. Tucker Williams will hold. Here's the kick by the Ironmen, and it will be on the way, and it is good. Stan Thorpe with the extra point, and it's 21-0. Jackson with the lead, and we'll be back with more Jackson.
Southern Ohio Smiles, located at 41 East South Street in Jackson, offers a variety of dental services including hygiene cleanings, dental implants, Botox and derma fillers, Invisalign, and much more. Locally owned and ran by Brian and Jamie Morris, Southern Ohio Smiles and Southern Ohio Midi Dental Implant Center offer a friendly environment for your family. Call us today at 740-577-3239.
You love your favorite pro football team. They have a history of being competitive and zealous while maintaining the utmost professionalism. So should your lawyer. John Pearson Clark is an aggressive and zealous attorney that is always looking out for the best interest of his clients while trying to secure a win. He has over 30 years experience and is licensed in all local courts, state of Ohio, federal court, and even the United States Supreme Court. Whether your legal issue is domestic related or a criminal law issue, call John Clark Law.
Road in Jackson to get your savings and experience firsthand the LS difference. Sale ends October 31st.
And while we were away, Miami Trace takes the kickoff and it is Landon Cope bringing it out, this time to about the 33-yard line.
Familiar names on the kickoff team. Mason Lanning, Bo Landrum in there on the stop. He does cross the 30 to the 33. It'll be a first down for Miami Trace, who might think they just got off the bus and all of a sudden they're down 21-0 in this contest.
3 plays, 22 yards for the touchdown. Extra point this time on the kick by Chance Phillip. Ironmen lead 21-0. All they've done is score 21 points in 2 minutes and 10 seconds.
And we have exactly 2 minutes remaining in this first quarter. As they break the huddle, Garrett Guest, number 5, splits wide to the left side. Robinette in the shotgun will hand off, and it will be LeBeau. Asher LeBeau with the carry, but he will be lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage as the Ironman right there to bring him down.
A.J. Denny plays with so much emotion and heart. He wraps him up, brings him down, gets very excited. Tucker Williams now replaces Jacob Winters in there at the free safety position.
Winters getting a break. And
was a gain of 0, maybe a loss of a foot or 2.
1 minute and 25 seconds now to go in this first quarter. 21-0. Your score of Jackson leading. Clock down to 3 seconds. 2, 1. They get it off, and here's the play action. They pump it up and throw it. It's going to be incomplete. One to go to Guest, running a slant pattern right at the first down yardage needed, but it falls incomplete and then brings up third down.
Garrett Guest, a real specimen, 6'4", 195 receiver, very good, but boy was he covered nicely by Bo Landrum there. Throw was near the turf. Guest had a chance to get hands on, but couldn't pull it out. Excellent coverage. The Ironmen put him in a 3rd and long. You can hear the big bell there signaling a 3rd down play for this Jackson defense.
This time on 3rd and 10 on the middle of the field. Robinette rolls to his right, got pressure, throw back to Guest. Guest has the reception, but great open field tackle. That one made by Braden Powell.
It was Braden Powell.
Absolutely. Great
pressure by A.J. Denny on the quarterback. It was a throwback screen. He made him throw it a little early, gets the completion, and there's Braden Powell, wraps him up for the tackle for a loss.
The Ironmen not fooled on that trickery play, and it will bring up 4th and 12 with now less than 40 seconds to go in the quarter.
They can't be considering going for this, can they?
They can't run the clock out.
No, they got to decide something here unless they're lining up offensively.
Down by 21, they go slot to the right side.
It is a shot. Now the quarterback steps back. He's going to kick.
A quick kick, and at the end over end, the Ironmen let it bounce, and it will roll dead inside the 30, inside the right at the 25-yard line. 11 seconds remaining in this first quarter, 21-0. Jackson with the lead, and they'll have the ball. Pete Wilson last punt.
Well, he got 44 yards on a quick kick, kind of, the quarterback, Robinette. Of course, the Ironmen not expecting that, but ends up with the Ironmen going with the ball the other way once again here. Only 11.4 seconds to go here in the quarter.
And it has been quite a quarter. Pete will give us some numbers here after we take a break here at the end of the quarter. It's been all Jackson so far.
Everyone in tight for the Ironmen on this 1st and 10 play. Little play action going deep, and it's Brody Butcher just over his head at the 48-yard line in Miami Trace territory. He added the defenders a couple steps on him, Dan, but that one just over his head.
Just out of reach for Brody. Brody has been such an outstanding tight end, and all he does is catch touchdowns. We've been saying that for 2 years.
All right, still 5.5 seconds remaining in the quarter. 2nd down and 10, Jackson. Winter stands under center, has the I formation behind him. And handoff left, starting left, right, and coming back left, and getting out of bounds just short of the 1st down is Cade Wolford, and that will end the first quarter play where the Jackson Ironmen lead it 21-0 over Miami Trace, and we'll be back with more Jackson Ironmen football right after this timeout.
You love your favorite pro football team. They have a history of being competitive and zealous while maintaining the utmost professionalism. So should your lawyer. John Pearson Clark is an aggressive and zealous attorney that is always looking out for the best interest of his clients while trying to secure a win. He has over 30 years experience and is licensed in all local courts, state of Ohio, federal court, and even the United States Supreme Court. Whether your legal issue is domestic related or a criminal law issue, call John Clark Law Offices today.
Southern Ohio Smiles, located at 41 East South Street in Jackson, offers a variety of dental services including hygiene cleanings, dental implants, Botox and derma fillers, Invisalign, and much more. Locally owned and ran by Brian and Jamie Morris, Southern Ohio Smiles and Southern Ohio Midi Dental Implant Center offer a friendly environment for your family. Call us today at 740-577-3239.
Cardo's Pizza would like to say thank you to the Jackson area for letting us serve you for the past 32 plus years. You can call us at 286-2525 or go to our website, www.cardospizza.com, where you can find our full menu, place your order online, or check out our buffet hours. On behalf of everyone here at Cardo's, go Ironmen!
A period there in the latter part of the quarter, lead 21-0. They gained 124 yards, and while holding Miami Trace to 23, Ironmen with 5 first downs to 1 from Miami Trace. Field position has meant everything for the Ironmen so far, and turnovers.
3rd down and 2 as Winters wants to pass wide open in the flat. It's caught at the 35 and going down for it. After he picks up the first down is that Wolford? Wolford makes it. He goes down at the 42, but that's another Ironman first down. Number 6 on the night.
Braden Stapleton's a streak pattern down the field and a little quick pass to Wolford coming out of the backfield, and he finds himself open, picks up first down yardage plus, crosses the 40 to the 42. The Ironman with that 6th first down.
Just underway in the second quarter. Benton County falling behind the East. Columbus East 6-0. 1st and 10, Jackson. There's the handoff to Wolford. He's got a lot of room.
Goodbye.
Nothing can catch him as he goes straight down the field. 20, 15, 10-5, touchdown Jackson.
Wow. The hole there was a thing of beauty. So obviously, once again, Trent Evans, Alan Adams, Nate O'Brien doing a heck of a job on that left side of the offensive line. Cade explodes into the secondary. Must have had them in man coverage because there was no safeties involved, and it's Cade in a sprint, and nobody's going to outrun him.
All right, it's Thorpe in to attempt the extra point. Ironman with trying to get the right personnel on the field. Williams takes the snap. The kick is on the way, and it is up and good. 28-0. We're only 36 seconds into this second quarter, and it's 28-0. Jackson, and
let's keep it here.
All right,
one, two. I mean, they just heard a commercial there. Pete Wilson, Cade Wolford, was so outstanding last week running the football. I think, what do you have? 25 carries last week.
156 yards.
156 yards. Had the biggest catch in the game, which was a huge 3rd down and long play. And he's right back at it again tonight with 2 more touchdowns.
All right. Well, he's about 20 yards away from that great performance last week in the second quarter, two plays into the second quarter. He has 136 yards on 8 carries with 2 touchdowns, 2 breakaway touchdowns, and he probably wondered, where are the safeties? I don't even have to juke them.
And I will guarantee you, Cade will say this, man, my offensive line is getting better week in and week out.
I mean, that was right up the middle.
Right. Oh, yep. Just a shade to the left side of the offensive guard, and there was about a 5-yard hole there, and off to the races.
And you knew within a couple of seconds he was going to go just take it to the house.
Yep.
Here's the kickoff by Billy Hay. Down the field, taken at the 9-yard line by Landon Cope. And Cope is out over the 20 to the 23 for his tackle here.
Tucker Williams, first one goes down there, gets him down low, wraps him up. He's the running back return man, a little bit slow getting up off the turf. Good coverage there by the kickoff team inside of the 25-yard line. You take that every time.
Give you some other scores around the area. Ironton Fighting Tigers, they have Mintford. It's 21-0 in that game. Chillicothe losing to London 21-0 as well.
Ooh, did we take the air out of Chillicothe last week?
That game is in the second quarter. All right, 1st and 10 for the Miami Trace Panthers. Robinette in the shotgun. That's the team now looking to pass, and he's got pressure. Now he'll take off and run, and as he does, he's brought down from behind, and that tackle will move him out over the 30, so he picks up about 6 yards on that scramble.
Denny, Delaney, even Andrew Brown, all involved in that tackle. Wrap him up after a gain. Picked up 6 yards when there wasn't much there. That was a pretty good effort by him to not get sacked in the backfield.
10:45 remains in the second quarter. Jackson 28, Miami Trace 0, and it's 2nd and 4. Annette hands off to LeBeau. LeBeau dives over the left guard, and he's out to the 32-yard line, short of the first down. That brings up 3rd down and 2 for the Panthers.
Another tackle by A.J. Denny, the senior, having an outstanding first half. Braden Powell having an outstanding first half. He loves on those 3rd downs to get the crowd pumped up. Boy, he's had a couple big plays in this one. Defensively, this Ironman team is, and we keep bragging about that offensive line, how far they've come. This defense, not huge in stature, but boy, do they come after you.
They certainly do, and now it's 3rd and 2 on their own 32-yard line. Robinette,
my God.
Big hit there, and now penalty flag as the ball's picked up by Bo Landrum, and he returns it inside the 10. Penalty flags have been thrown on the field. The fumble on the play is a big hit.
Andrew Davis with a huge hit in there. Bo Landrum recovers the ball, runs it down inside the 10. There, I think the flags were just a mark of where the fumble was.
Yeah, no foul, actually beanbags, not penalty flags. So it will be 1st and goal. Jackson after the turnover, and the Ironmen right inside the red zone once again. Jacob Winters from the left hash mark, 9-yard line, and hand off to Wolford. Starts right, cuts back left, and he'll find a couple of yards. Tackling in there like Dylan Heyer, the first to hit him. That's a gain of 3.
You know, we mentioned this senior-laden offensive line for the Ironmen, but boy, tonight getting a lot of play is Jacob Allen, the freshman. He is 6'3", 275 pounds, has battled some injuries, been a freshman, worked his way up, but boy, is the staff getting a lot of confidence in this young man.
This is the freshman that's still growing. All right, 2nd and goal from the 7. Wolford with the carry. He stood up, and after he gets inside the 5, progress will get him close to the 2.5-yard line.
See where they mark it. Looks like the official has him about the 2.5.
That brings the clock down to 8:55 to go in this first half, where the Jackson Ironmen are in front, 28-0. All right, Aaron out over the ball. 3rd and goal. Ball just out or inside the 3-yard line. Power I formation. And they go that way to the left, and it will be into the end zone. Did he get in? No signal yet. They're going to say he was out of bounds.
About the 2-foot line, it looks, Danny, maybe a foot.
Now it'll bring up Cade Wolford with the carry, but the nose of the ball is probably 6 inches away from the goal line.
Pitch sweep to Cade, and Jacob Winters had a pancake block from in the backfield. Cade able to turn the corner, comes up inside the 1-yard line where they're going to mark the football.
All right, out over the ball.
4th and inches.
They go with the full house formation. Winters hands off, and this time a hit in the backfield. Penalty flag flies in from the back judge. He did not make it. Stopped right on a big hit by Miami Trace.
See what the flag was, and it looks like Miami Trace has stopped us inside the 1-yard line.
And it will be. Well, the Ironmen not able to punch it in from the 9-yard line. They started first down goal and end up at the inside the 1-yard line. Well, Miami Trace does stop them.
Boy, that was big for Miami Trace. There's still 8:16 to go in the second quarter. Now, granted, our defense is in a great opportunity here. We see Drew Wiley in there at one of the inside linebacker positions. But
their heels will be in the end zone.
Yeah,
they take the snap.
They need to be mistake-free now. Pete, that last drive by Jackson,
all the way down to the 1-yard line. Remember, though, they started on the 9 after the fumble recovery and return after that monster hit by Davis.
The Ironmen want a timeout, which has been called on the field.
Do they call a timeout?
No.
Yeah, delay a game should be against the offense, which means they are going to lose inches.
Half the distance to the goal. It was not a timeout by the Ironmen. So the ball will be resting.
Just the tip of the ball is just outside of the goal line.
All right, Robinette stands about 5 yards deep in the end zone. He'll work from the shotgun. Pistol formation and hand off, and it will be a safety. The running back, it will be,
I think, Landon Camp.
Number 20, Landon Camp, brings him down in the end zone about 2.5 yards deep, and the Jackson Ironmen defense have put 2 on the board.
Didn't get close to getting out of that end zone, and boy, both senior outside linebackers have come up with big plays tonight. Camp with the tackle in the end zone for a safety. Braden Powell with the strip of the football, forcing a turnover.
Not only is it 2 points for the Ironmen on the safety, the first one we've had this year, the Panthers will have to give the ball back to the Ironmen, either by kicking or punting from their own 20-yard line.
Pete Wilson.
You love your favorite pro football team. They have a history of being competitive and zealous while maintaining the utmost professionalism. So should your lawyer. John Pearson Clark is an aggressive and zealous attorney that is always looking out for the best interest of his clients while trying to secure a win. He has over 30 years experience and is licensed in all local courts, state of Ohio, federal court, and even the United States Supreme Court. Whether your legal issue is domestic related or a criminal law issue, call John Clark Law Offices today.
To kick off rather than to punt.
That left fielder and pitchers turned out to be a pretty good football player, hadn't you, Pete?
Absolutely. Well, the Ironmen don't get 6, but they get 2, and they're going to get the ball. Maybe not a bad trade-off.
And it's Warnock, number 9, to tee it up at the 20. Here's the kick. It's a high, deep kick.
Good kick.
And it's taken at the 27-yard line by Browerman. Browerman returns to the middle of the field, still on his feet, and out past the 45, and brought down at the 47-yard line.
Another relatively short field. We've had 4 times tonight. We have been on the Panther side of the 50-yard line on first down. This one, we're just a couple yards outside of the 50.
Glad you joined us here on this week 1 of high school football playoffs, Division 3, Region 11. It's the Ironmen 28, the number 2 seed taking on Miami Trace.
Don't forget that safety, Mr. Dobbin.
Yep, I'm sorry, the 30-0.
There you go.
All right, Winters in the shotgun formation. We'll hand off to Eli Browerman. He stopped just shy of the 50-yard line. Gain about 2.5 yards.
Stay with us at halftime. Always a special halftime tonight as we will talk to both the girls' head basketball coach for the Ironmen, that's Matt Walburn, and the boys' head basketball coach, that's Max Morrow. Always look forward to that opportunity because basketball has started for the girls and starts Monday for the boys.
Right around the corner. Here's the snap back to Winters. And he has the reception, and it's Wolford taking the catch out of the backfield and moving the ball into Miami Trace territory. He'll be tackled about a yard short of the first down at the Miami Trace 44.
It'll be third and short. About a yard and a half we need. Wouldn't you hate to have to guard Cade out there in open field?
I would, yes.
Yes, so would I.
All right, the Ironmen break the huddle, and Winters remains in the shotgun. Drew Wiley goes in motion, and the handoff to Browerman. He's got the first down that left sideline, trying to tightrope the sideline, and his momentum takes him out of bounds at the 35-yard line, but there is a marker.
Back at the line of scrimmage. We'll see what it is. Ironmen haven't had a hold yet. That one sure comes in the area. You would think of one. Nice run by Eli Browerman. Good stiff arm to turn the corner on. And it is going to be a hold against Jackson.
Against Jackson Ironmen, that'll be the first holding penalty of the game. It will be moved back to the Ironmen 49-yard line, second down. Nope, they're going to say third down.
It was third and short. Eli Browerman and then the pass to Cade. So
all right,
will be third and about 8.
From their own 49-yard end. Miami Trace showing blitz. Here's Winters stepping up. Got a man down the sideline, and it's thrown out of bounds. Wanted to go to Wolford, but Winters under a lot of pressure. Miami Trace sending the whole defense, it looked like, for the...
Once again, basically the same pass pattern that was such a huge one against Chillicothe last week. The wheel out of the backfield. Stapleton kind of clears out the defense. That one throw, they kind of converged on Jacob. He had to throw it a little quick, and he throws it out of bounds. We had no chance.
Well, the Ironmen will play for it. 7 minutes and 12 seconds to go before half. They lead it 30-0, and now a timeout has been called by Coach Andy Hall.
We didn't have personnel, and we were going to be in a punt formation, but needed to upgrade the personnel there.
Timeout on the field. We'll break away, and we'll be back with more Jackson Ironmen football on Mix 96 FM.
I'm so bored. There's nothing to do here.
Cardo's Pizza would like to say thank you to the Jackson area for letting us serve you for the past 32-plus years. You can call us at 286-2525 or go to our website, www.cardospizza.com, where you can find our full menu, place your order online, or check out our buffet hours. On behalf of everyone here at Cardo's, go Ironmen!
You love your favorite pro football team. They have a history of being competitive and zealous while maintaining the utmost professionalism. So should your lawyer. John Pearson Clark is an aggressive and zealous attorney that is always looking out for the best interest of his clients while trying to secure a win. He has over 30 years experience and is licensed in all local courts.
Jake Winters will punt it away. 7:12 remaining in this first half. And he gets the kickoff. It's a high end-over-end kick, and it will be very short, though, but just take a big Ironman roll, and then is going to be down at the 31-yard line.
Ohio, federal court, and even the United States Supreme Court. Whether your legal issue is domestic-related or a criminal law issue, call John Clark Law Offices today.
A few net yards out of it, Pete.
Gets a 20-yard punt out of that, and I didn't think it was going to end up that way when I first saw it go straight up in the air.
All right, so the Trace stops the Ironmen, forces them to punt it away, and they'll take over at their own 31-yard line, but they trail Jackson 30-0 with 7 minutes remaining before halftime. Garrett Guest comes out wide to the right side. And Robinette will fake the handoff and keep it as he goes straight up the middle on the option play. He'll pick up 1 yard.
First kind of brushed down by Landon Camp, and Bryce Delaney's there brings him down. Very little gain on first down. They're running behind a tackle who's been an outstanding player through his career there, Andrew Guthrie, who is 6'8", 295. He's a senior, a college recruit, and a basketball player that we will have to contend with later on this year for a couple times.
Robinette now, 2nd and 9, 6:20 remaining on a moving clock. Holden May splits wide to the left side with Guess out here at the near side of the field. Then the man in motion, the handoff to LeBeau, and LeBeau is brought down. Big hit in there by the Ironman. Ball pops loose, but they're going to say he was down at the 33-yard line.
David Norris in there on that first hit. Braden Powell also helping him out. Everybody on that defensive front has made plays tonight.
That's all at 3rd down and 8. Play clock down to 18 seconds. As Robinette get in the huddle to take to deliver the play. They break the huddle and slot to the left side. Tight man-on-man coverage out here on the near side of the field. And movement. And they did that.
Timeout.
They did not get the, they wave off the flag. They did take a timeout.
Miami Trade, first timeout in the first half.
All right, timeout by the...
Southern Ohio Smiles, located at 41 East South Street in Jackson, offers a variety of dental services including hygiene cleanings, dental implants, Botox and derma fillers, Invisalign, and much more. Locally owned and ran by Brian and Jamie Morris, Southern Ohio Smiles and Southern Ohio Midi Dental Implant Center offer a friendly environment for your family. Call us today at 740-577-3239.
You love your favorite pro football team. They have a history of being competitive and zealous while maintaining the utmost professionalism. So should your lawyer. John Pearson Clark is an aggressive and zealous attorney that is always looking out for the best interest of his clients while trying to secure a win. He has over 30 years experience and is licensed in all local courts, state of Ohio, federal court, and even the United States Supreme Court. Whether your legal issue is domestic related or a criminal law.
2-0, and now Trace looking at a 3rd down and 8 from their own 33-yard line. And back to pass is Robinette looking over the middle. Ball is due and is dropped at the 45-yard line by Colden May, and he had some room to run, but unable to hang on to the football.
You know, Robinette for the first time had some time in the pocket, had a drag cut coming across the middle of the field, delivered the ball, got to his hands, but could not hold on, so now a 4th and long.
That will send Cade Wolford going back deep for this anticipated punt.
Another shout out to Jake Wood. Jake, we're really hoping you get healthy. Nothing more exciting than watching Jake Wood punt returns this year. We want to see some more.
Yes, we do. And here's the punt. It's Robinette to punt it away. And it's a knuckleball type kick, and it will be like about the 35-yard line. Jackson lets it roll, and that's where it's down.
5:03 to go in the second quarter. Pete Wilson.
32-yard punt by Robinette there. He was back a little bit farther, kind of in more traditional punting formation, but he still quick kicked it. Didn't get quite the yardage as he did the last time. Ironmen will set up shop on their own 35-yard line with 5:03 to go in the first half, still leading 30-0.
And it will be Jacob Winters starting from the left hash mark here on the near side of the field. Ironmen go towards the scoreboard. Hand off around the left side, and then Cade Wolford will lose yardage as he tries to get to the outside on the short side of the field. Nothing doing there by the Panthers.
You know, we've got 30 points in this contest in the first half, but Panthers have had some good plays defensively, and then all of a sudden it seems like we were able to break one.
It's just been and I have to wonder if this goes into your game plan. Of course, you have to adjust. Ironman scored within a little over 2 minutes, 21 points. You've got to readjust. It will be 2nd and 11 now for the Ironmen. The handoff to the deep back down the sideline as Wolford once again makes a move at the 40 and run out of bounds. Still on his feet, though. and never tackled, but out of bounds. Where they going to? They stepped out at the 20 or at the 28-yard line.
Just got a text from Joel Wood. Jake is listening. That's a good thing. We missed you, Jake. Get healthy. Pete Wilson, what a run by Caden. What some numbers that man's putting up the first half.
Well, that's a 37-yard scamper down that boundary. He knows where that sideline is and uses it to his advantage.
And I'll mark it at the 29-yard line of Miami Trace. First and 10 Jackson with 4:13 remaining in this first half of play. Hand off to Wolford, the deep back. He starts left, cuts back to the right. And he'll step inside the 25 to the 24-yard line, a gain of 5 on the play.
Nice little cut back, running right behind the left guard position. Cuts back to the right, finds a little room there, Cade does. Picks up 5. Ironmen be content to take a little time off the clock. We still have 3:48 to go, 2 timeouts left.
London Red Raiders 28, the Chillicothe Cavaliers 0 in the first half.
You know what? Chile beat London in the first or second game of the season, like 27-24.
And here's a handoff to the left side, and with the first down, I believe that was Nolan Johnson.
Nolan Johnson carrying a tackler all the way down to the 16-yard line.
That's where he's tackled at the 16-yard line, near side of the field. It is a first down for the Airmen in the red zone.
Wolford, you were asking about his yardage. 15 carries, 185 yards.
All in the first.
I believe that might be a career best.
Wow.
I'm guessing, but I believe that's right.
First and 10. There's Johnson with a carry over the right side, and the sophomore worked his way down to the 12-yard line. A gain of about 4. Now the clock inside, 3 minutes remaining.
You don't know if it was something at you if you don't have it in front of you, but that should put Cade around the 1,000-yard mark this year.
Right, I know he came in with 950 yards. Forget it.
No, I meant the 1,100-yard mark.
Yes, amend that.
Yes.
All right.
And I think about 18 touchdowns, too.
2:29, 2:20 remains in this first half. The Ironmen on a 2nd and 6. Here's Winters wanting to drop into the end zone, caught easily for the touchdown, and it is Gavin Jones, number 27. Gavin Jones with a touchdown reception, and the Ironmen increase their lead to 36-0.
Sophomore Gavin Jones, they run a little play-action fake. Good fake by the quarterback, Jacob Winters. Gavin finds himself open in the red zone there. That's the end zone, and Jacob delivers. He catches it, and the Airmen have another one.
Well, Jacob Winters will come on to attempt the extra point. And kick on the way, a lot of leg, and it is on the way, and it's good. 37-0, 2:18 remaining in the first half. We'll be back with more Ironman football right after this timeout.
Cardo's Pizza would like to say thank you to the Jackson area for letting us serve you for the past 32-plus years. You can call us at 286-2525 or go to our website, www.cardospizza.com, where you can find our full menu, place your order online, or check out our buffet hours. On behalf of everyone here at Cardo's, go Ironmen!
You love your favorite pro football team. They have a history of being competitive and zealous while maintaining the utmost professionalism. So should your lawyer. John Pearson Clark is an aggressive and zealous attorney that is always looking out for the best interest of his clients while trying to secure a win. He has over 30 years experience and is licensed in all local courts, state of Ohio, federal court, and even the United States Supreme Court. Whether your legal issue is domestic related or a criminal law issue, call John Clark Law Offices today.
East Main Street in Jackson. Call 286-5094. Stop overdoses. Carry naloxone.
It is 37-0 in favor of the Jackson Ironmen as Billy Hay will tee it up to kick this ball off to the Panthers, and kick will be taken on a first top at the 15-yard line. And it loses a couple of tacklers, slides in between them, and then works about out to the 30-yard line for a return.
First hit for the Ironmen
That was
Eli Browerman. I think by hitting the ground, it took us a little bit out of our lanes there for a moment, and had a pretty good return on that. What could have been a disaster.
Landon Cope moves it out to the 31-yard line, where that's where, with 2:10 remaining in the first half, the Miami Trace Panthers will begin this next drive.
6 plays, 65 yards on the touchdown drive, the longest for the Ironmen so far. A touchdown comes on a 12-yard play-action pass from Jacob Winters to Gavin Jones. Extra point by Jacob Winters. How about that? 37-0, 2:10 to go in the second quarter.
And a quick hitter up the middle as Asher LeBeau is knocked down by A.J. Denny at the line of scrimmage.
Wow, LeBeau had 3 touchdowns against us just a month ago at the Apple Bowl, and the Ironman defense seems to be very aware of that young man right now. Ryan Taylor in there, one of the down tackles also for the Ironman defensively.
Asher LeBeau held to 3 net yards on 8 carries.
And we're down to 1:40 remaining before halftime. High snap to Robinette and pitch to Asher LeBeau, and he'll lose more yardage. Landon Pham, Tucker Williams, and
Ryan Taylor.
Ryan Taylor also there to bring him down for that loss of about 5 yards.
Ironman have the big lead. I was wondering whether we might use timeouts there. Obviously, Coach Hall not wanting to right now. Clock's still running. We're approaching the 1-minute mark in this first half. Third and a bunch.
Now down to 1 minute remaining as Panthers break the huddle. Third down and 15. The shotgun. Back to passes Robinette. Looks over the middle. On to Cope, and the ball is going to be incomplete at the 38-yard line in Jackson territory. Wanted to go to Landon Cope, and he's slow getting up, but the Ironman defense converged on him, and that falls incomplete.
What coverage there by first Bo Landrum with him man-to-man, stride for stride, right on top of him, and then helping there by Eli Browerman, and receiver still down. He fell hard to the turf. Defense pitching a shutout this first half.
Medical personnel out to look at him. He kind of crisscrossed there between him and the 2 Jackson defenders, and
basically thrown up for grabs deep down the middle of the field, and both defenders were actually there and had better opportunity to get
Southern Ohio
ahead.
Smiles, located at 41 East South Street in Jackson, offers a variety of dental services, including hygiene cleanings, dental implants, Botox and derma fillers, Invisalign, and much more. Locally owned and ran by Brian and Jamie Morris, Southern Ohio Smiles and Southern Ohio Midi Dental Implant Center offer a friendly environment for your family. Call us today at 740-577-3239.
You love your favorite pro football team. They have a history of being competitive and zealous while maintaining the utmost professionalism. So should your lawyer. John Pearson Clark is an aggressive and zealous attorney that is always looking out for the best interest of his clients while trying to secure a win. He has over 30 years experience and is licensed in all local courts, state of Ohio, federal court, and even the United States Supreme Court. Whether your legal issue is domestic related or a criminal law issue, call John Clark Law Offices today.
Situation. Granted, it's not saying they couldn't come back, but they are down by a score of 37-0. And the Ironmen will have the third quarter opening possession.
all right, brings up a 4th and 15, which is 42 seconds remaining. See what the Panthers elect to do. Back anticipating the punt. Kate Wolford back. And it's Robinette in punting formation around the 16-yard line. Snap, a quick snap. It only goes about 8 yards deep, and the Ironmen let it bounce, and it goes laterally and will go out of bounds at the 38-yard line.
We needed to, with him at that distance, we were really close to getting a block punt in there, just missed it.
It doesn't take that traditional 13 or 11 yards or so back.
He's a one-step kicker. You know, he's not the two-step punt, so he has to be quick getting that one off pistol.
36-yard punt that time by Robinette. And when Robinette has more punts than pass completions, that is a good statistical sign.
Yeah, that is. That's a good stat. Very nice job, that stat man this side of everywhere.
The Airmen will run this first half clock out as they take a knee on that possession, or first play, and they'll head to the locker room.
Southern Ohio Smiles, located at 41 East South Street in Jackson, offers a variety of dental services including hygiene cleanings, dental implants, Botox and derma fillers, Invisalign, and much more. Locally owned and ran by Brian and Jamie Morris, Southern Ohio Smiles and Southern Ohio Midi Dental Implant Center offer a friendly environment for your family. Call us today at 740-577-3239.
Cardo's Pizza would like to say thank you to the Jackson area for letting us serve you for the past 32 plus years. You can call us at 286-2525 or go to our website, www.cardospizza.com, where you can find our full menu, place your order online, or check out our buffet hours. On behalf of everyone here at Cardo's, go Ironmen!
You love your favorite pro football team. They have a history of being competitive and zealous while maintaining the utmost professionalism. So should your lawyer. John Pearson Clark is an aggressive and zealous attorney that is always looking out for the best interest of his clients while trying to secure a win. He has over 30 years experience and is licensed in all local courts, state of Ohio, federal court, and even the United States Supreme Court. Whether your legal issue is domestic related or a criminal law issue, call John Clark Law Offices today.
Please welcome to the field, under the direction of Paul Bitzler and Taylor Reich, color guard advisor Amy Streitenberger, and major ed advisor Jamie Etzler, the pride of the Panthers, the 2022 Miami Trace High School Marching Panther Pride! This evening, we showcase music from 3 summer blockbuster hits. First up, from Top Gun, here is the Danger Zone. and the Pride loves to rock. You'll want to groove along with our next chart. Make it real loud and put your hands together for the Elvis' greatest hit, Jailhouse Rock. Ladies and gentlemen, for our final selection, this melody will take you back to 1993 and 2022 all in one. Here's Jurassic Park. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for the 2022 Marching Panther Pride!
Under the direction of Ryan Hurd, Assistant Directors Keith Wilson, Mallory Wilson, Mary Elizabeth Billman. Auxiliary Instructors Sarah Harris, Ashley Ross Taylor, and Alicia Mannering. We present to you the pride of Jackson, the Jackson High School Marching Ironmen. Today we celebrate one of the world's most beloved rock sensations, the Beatles. The Jackson Marching Ironmen opened with the title song from the Beatles' third studio album, A Hard Day's Night from 1964. Next up, we have a dance sensation choreographed by the Jackson Marching Ironmen class of 2023. This is Twist and Shout. Jackson Marching Ironmen continues with a mashup of the Beatles hits Yesterday and Hey Jude, featuring soloists Madeline Parker, Camden Robinson, Liam Milliken, Mitchell Mapes, S.C. Parks, Kyler Burnett, and Veronica McGowan. Get ready to sing and clap along because this one involves audience participation. Thank you for your attention and applause. We are the Jackson High School Marching Ironmen. Update now at the half. Granville leads Bell Fountain 12-7.
We're being
You love your favorite pro football team. They have a history of being competitive and zealous while maintaining the utmost professionalism. So should your lawyer. John Pearson Clark is an aggressive and zealous attorney that is always looking out for the best interest of his clients while trying to secure a win. He has over 30 years experience and is licensed in all local courts, state of Ohio, federal court, and even the United States Supreme Court. Whether your legal issue is domestic related or a criminal law issue, call John Clark Law Offices today.
Southern Ohio Smiles, located at 41 East South Street in Jackson, offers a variety of dental services including hygiene cleanings, dental implants, Botox and derma fillers, Invisalign, and much more. Locally owned and ran by Brian and Jamie Morris, Southern Ohio Smiles and Southern Ohio Midi Dental Implant Center offer a friendly environment for your family. Call us today at 740-577-3239.
Cardo's Pizza would like to say thank you to the Jackson area for letting us serve you for the past 32 plus years. You can call us at 286-2525 or go to our website, www.cardospizza.com, where you can find our full menu, place your order online, or check out our buffet hours. On behalf of everyone here at Cardo's, go Ironmen!
A touchdown. Cade Wolford has 2 receptions to 35 yards to add to his overall offensive yards on top of that rushing. Bo Landrum with a very important third down catch that went for 23 yards. It kept Jackson's second possession alive and helped keep Jackson on track for a runaway first half here. Miami Trace in their first possession had their 1 first down. They gained 28 yards. Since then, no first downs, -2 on the net yardage. So, 37 points. You look up there at the Jackson offense, the Jackson defense, I'll wager, has been just as good.
I'd say you're just about right on that wager.
He usually is. He usually is. Good to have Mr. Wilson back with those statistics. Beautiful job there once again. It's fun talking to our basketball coaches. It's hard to get the microphone away from those guys.
Hey, what happened at halftime?
Yeah, halftime was here and gone, and I didn't even get to watch our band, but I could hear them in the background, and I sound like another undefeated season in Week 11 for Coach Hurd and that marching band.
Just like just like football and most Indian sports. I mean, as you heard them say, it's about 11 months out of the year.
No question about it. The band never stops, and there's a reason. I was talking to people downstairs, and somebody who had kids that went to a big school in Columbus, and they said they had the huge band and all the enthusiasm and tons of players playing, but they were saying, this is the same feeling as here at Jackson. You don't find that at a lot of high schools, and it's a special show that is put up on here on the hill on every Friday night. It's an event here in Jackson, and what an event this first half was.
37-0 if you're just joining us. It's been 21 points in the first quarter for the Ironmen, and they just never look back. It's been a total domination.
And you're right, the offensive stats are a bit mind-boggling, the points are a bit mind-boggling, but how about the defense setting up the Ironmen? And granted, one of those was a turnover, onside kick, but we had 3 short fields in consecutive order there to get out to that huge lead and to score those 3 touchdowns in a 2-minute period there. And since then, Trace has not truly even come close to threaten to scoring yet.
And right now, the Ironmen will receive tonight's second half kickoff. It will be Warnick.
Jackson will receive
it up and
to start the second half.
Zach Warnick, the senior kicker. Kicking in the middle is Cade Wolford. Down around the 5-yard line.
Good kicker. The one time he did kick off, it was a nice deep high kick. See if Kate gets an opportunity here or any of the other back people there to make a return.
Try to pass along some of those other Region 11 scores that we have them come in. Here's a squib kick to begin this half, and it is taken at the 36-yard line by the Ironmen, and returning it out over the 40 to about the 42-yard line.
Gavin Jones, good job there. Looked like a baseball player, which he is. Scooped that one up and carried it across the 40-yard line, mark at the 43.
It looks like a shortstop doing it the shortstop there. And the first down or
43-yard line.
Field position on this first down.
Tucker Williams is the backfield for the Ironmen. I think he is going to take over the quarterback duties here in the second half.
Will still be stopped. Will still be stopped after changes of possession.
It will be a running clock
when a score
As the
occurs
Ironmen are up
for
by 30
officials or
points
team
here in
charge
the second half. After Williams takes the snap, hands off, second back through, and getting a couple yards out near the 45-yard
point
line.
differential should fall beneath 30.
Nolan
All clock
Johnson, the
operations
second back
will
through,
resume.
he gets it up to the 45.
Well, it's 2nd and 8. Randy Kent shuttles the play in from the Jackson sideline. Thank you for joining us on this.
Nolan Johnson on the carry. Gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
.11. Slot to the right side. Now motion out by the slot man. A handoff there. It is Nolan Johnson getting his number called, and he is going to be dropped for a loss. Could not get around the corner, and that's one thing that Miami Trace has done well tonight, is defend the outside.
They have. Remember, Chile started out doing that well. Then I think, as you said, we kind of wore them down. We're finally able to get Cade to the outside a little bit more. But one thing we've done tonight, we've run between the tackles well. And we've had a couple big gaping holes there that have turned into long runs. Now, Cade, one was the outside.
Braden Powell with the rushing touchdown, Jackson. There is a flag on the play.
Do you remember being a kid and waking to the smell of bacon frying on the stove? Or the smell of fresh steaks on the grill? Those days are not over. Dave's Custom Butchering in Wellston brings back those childhood memories with some of the best fresh meats available for your family. Smoked bacon, homemade brats, fresh ground beef, and unbelievable steaks are waiting for you at Dave's Custom Butchering. Dave's Custom Butchering, West Broadway Street in Wellston. Call ahead and we'll have your order ready. 740-384-2340.
Feeling spicy? Then get even more spicy with Leroy's Spicy Chicken at Hothead Burritos. Wow, man, these burritos and bowls are next level spicy. It's Leroy's special craft recipe made with a love for all
Your
things.
favorite pro football team. They have a history of being competitive and zealous while maintaining the utmost professionalism. So should your lawyer. John Pearson Clark is an aggressive and zealous attorney that is always looking out for the best interest of his clients while trying to secure a win. He has over 30 years experience and is licensed in all local courts, state of Ohio, federal court, and even the United States Supreme Court. Whether your legal issue is domestic related or a criminal law issue, call John Clark Law Offices today.
A tire problem? Give Auto and Truck Tire Center a call. 740-286-2290. That's 286-2290. Or stop in at 14700 State Route 93 in Jackson.
With 9:47 remains in the third quarter, we apologize. Didn't know we were away, but we'll give you the recap of that Jackson Ironman score in just a moment as Billy Hay gets set to kick it off for Jackson, and he kicks this deep to the 15-yard line, heading up the center of the field and out to the 29-yard line. That'll make it to 30 is the return man.
Taylor with the tackle. Pete Wilson, can you recap that drive? It was a quick one, and I think some of the listening audience didn't hear it, but Braden Powell certainly stepped up big.
Yes, he did. Third and long, and of course, so you throw a dive play up the middle. All it does is go for 59 yards and a touchdown. Braden Powell calling Mr. Touchdown. A touchdown about every other carry because he is the short yardage back when they get down inside the 10-yard line. But this time, he breaks away for 59 yards and a touchdown. Fourth did kick the extra point, so it's 44-0.
And it will be 1st and 10 for the Miami Trace Panthers as Robinette takes the snap and rolls out. His pass is complete to Garrett Guest here on the near side. He threaded that pass in. The only he could catch it as the Airman had it well defended, but it is a gain of about 8 on the play.
Boy, we had pressure on the quarterback, and he threw a beautiful pass that did pick up about 8. You're right. Jackson's starting to get some different bodies in defensively. I see Zach Crafton there, one of the down tackles. We've got the Ironmen will get them all going there as best we can. Caden Snyder is in at the nose guard position. Ryan Taylor at the left tackle.
2nd and 2. And Robinette will hand off straight up the middle to LeBeau, and LeBeau will have the first down, crossing the 40 to the 41-yard line.
This is an interesting stat. That is their second first down in the contest.
Right, and the first one came on the very first possession.
Yes, correct. Yes.
All right, new set of downs for the Panthers. As they break the huddle, they have trips to the left. Pistol formation. As Robinette takes the snap and rolls left side, throwing it up the middle. It's caught at the 47, dropped immediately. But it will be a gain of 7 on that first down play.
Good coverage. Landon Camp gets the tackle right away, but once again, a pass that was threaded and put the only place I think the receiver could have caught it. He made the catch.
And we have a moving clock. It's now down to 7:30 remaining in this third quarter of play. Trips to the right. For Trace. They're at their own 47-yard line. 2nd and 4. Rolling to the right is Robinette. Throwing it upfield. It is caught and moving down to the Ironman 45-yard line. Making that tackle is Shea Sowers, and that's enough for a back-to-back first down by man.
Camp on the coverage, Camp on the tackle, but it is another first down, and they're into Jackson territory.
Moving the ball to the 46-yard line.
Gavin Jones at one of the outside linebacker positions, giving Braden Powell, after that long run, a breather.
All right, 1st and 10 from the Ironman 46-yard line. There's a play action. They throw it over the middle.
Whoa.
And Bo Landrum is there to deliver blow it to make sure that pass is not complete to Garrett Guest.
Well, how good has Bo Landrum been for the Ironmen? Both sides of the football, special teams, big hit there. You hit a receiver that way a couple of times, he's not going to want to catch the football.
He heard footsteps.
Yes, he did.
All right, 2nd and 10. Normally, I'd say the clock is stopped on that incomplete pass, but not the case, as we have a 44-0 Jackson lead. Trips to the left. Ironman showing blitz on this play, and they hand off to LeBeau. No, they fake it to LeBeau, and Robinette is dragged down behind the line of scrimmage.
Gavin Jones, coming from that outside linebacker position, chases the quarterback down, brings him down for a tackle for a loss.
2-yard loss makes it 3rd and 12. Ball back at the 48-yard line.
Sophomore been active tonight, hasn't he? With a touchdown reception, a couple tackles now.
Third quarter is rapidly moving along. It's now down to just over 5 minutes remaining. 3rd and 12 for Trace. And Robinette looking over the middle, flushed out of the pocket, and now he throws it upfield, and it will be incomplete. Only had one player he go to get Garrett Guest, and there were 3 Jackson Ironman defenders within just a few yards.
Well, we ran him out of the pocket, then Caden Snyder chases him down. Actually, had him pretty well wrapped up when he threw that pass, ends up in the turf. Good pressure by a defensive, just really the front 3 with that pressure.
And that brings up a 4th and 12. Ball rests at the Ironman 48-yard line. I think they will play for it. Going back deep for the Ironman is Eli Broman. And gets the kick away. Just a kick that never went any higher than about 8 feet off the ground, but it rolls inside the 20, inside the 15, and down at the 12-yard line.
36-yard punt there by Robinette. Jackson will not have good field position, but it really doesn't matter, does it? 44-0 with 4:20 to go, and we'll see how the Ironmen play this in a rapidly moving third quarter, as you might guess, with the running clock.
Looks like a truly second unit offensively now for Jackson. Tucker Williams started the second half as the starting quarterback. We'll try to get all the names of people. Colton Leach, I see him going into the huddle right now. I think it is Colson Oyer, the couple of the offensive linemen. Jacob Allen, who has played a lot tonight, is on the line right at the moment, the freshman.
All right, the Ironmen need to get this play clock down to 3 seconds. Williams takes the snap, pitches to the left, And getting out to the 15-yard line. Is that Drew Wiley, the ball carrier?
I think it was Ryan Simons in there.
Ryan Simons is the ball carrier. Just saw the 2, but it will be number 12, Ryan Simons, and he'll pick up about 3 yards.
Ryan, a freshman.
He's run out of bounds at the...
His sister Abby is right next to us. She was a star on that outstanding girls soccer team. Had the goal on the 1-0 district semifinal game. And what does she do in her interview? She gives praise to the great pass by Sydney Carpenter. That away.
There's a second down play, and the handoff goes to Charlie Woodard, and Woodard's hit in the backfield, and he'll go down for a... Let's see if they give you forward progress. Line of scrimmage will now be the 14-yard line.
Ironmen shuffling people in and out.
2:55 remaining in the third quarter. Tucker Williams, hand off the left side, and working his way back out to the 15-yard line.
Bryce Delaney with the carry. It looked like a hole for a second. Closed quickly. Ironman will be forced to punt. Now that's when we do send our starting punt team here. It's so hard to get a second unit of punt. And Jacob Winters will be standing about his 1 yard line.
Delaney, the 5'11", 190 sophomore.
Boy, is his stock raised as the year went on. Very solid nose guard for the Ironmen.
Winters to punt it away. And this punt will be fair caught, or they call for the fair catch at the 45-yard line, but the returner scoots away, and it will be down by the Ironmen at the 45-yard line of Jackson.
30-yard punt there by Jacob Winters, only his second punt. And let's say this, you overlooked his punting. Didn't get off to a very good start in week 1, maybe week 2, but since then he has been he's been usually the better punter on the field.
Well, and also he doesn't get many opportunities. We've scored, we're right around 49 points a game within the league this year, so you don't punt very many times when you're scoring that kind of points.
First and 10 for Miami Trace. Ball at the Ironman 45-yard line. Trace trails 44-0. And there's Robinette handing off. And left side is Weston Dawes. Dawes will pick up about 5 yards. He works his way down towards the Ironman 40-yard line.
Kevin Jones wraps him up, brings him down. Pick up, you're right, about 4 yards on first. Clock running. We're closing out this third quarter. 1 minute, 15 seconds running clock.
They don't give him the 40-yard line. Neat touch at the 41. So they'll bring up second and long 6. Trips again here to the near side of the field. Robinette has went all the way, takes the snap, throws out in the flat to the right side. The ball is cradled in by number 85. That's Jake Manbeavers, and the junior brings it down for a first down for Miami Trace.
Quick shout out to our buddy J.P. Davis. He is listening to us tonight. He just texted me. He listened to the halftime show to those basketball coaches, and he and his son want one of those raffle tickets. A big shout out to him. That's what we need to do. People step up and support these programs. Thank you, John P. Davis and J.P.
All right, here's the handoff. And staying on his feet and working his way down inside the 25 to the 20-yard line. Tackle made by Charlie Woodard at the 19. That carry was made by Weston Dahl.
Charlie saved a touchdown there, but the clock will run out. That'll be the end of 3 quarters.
3 quarters of football are in the books as the Jackson Ironmen lead Miami Trace Panthers 44-0, and we'll be back with more Jackson Ironmen football right after this timeout.
You can be sure that you're getting the right coverage at the right price. At the Schuard Folks Insurance Agency, it's all about relationship. We work one-on-one with you to make sure your auto, home, farm, or business is protected by a quality insurance company. That's why we work with Ohio Mutual Insurance Group. We know you can trust Ohio Mutual to protect what matters most to you and your family. Once you see how Ohio Mutual cares for your needs, you'll trust them as well. Give us a call at 740-286-1708. We can recommend the best coverage from the best companies like Ohio Mutual. Go Ironman.
High school football is back. At Queen Bee Cleaning, we understand what this means for families. Long nights and dirty equipment thrown throughout the house. As a parent myself, I know how fast it can all pile up. Let your players focus on sweeping the floors with their opponents. Queen Bee can handle the ones at home. We offer professional cleaning with a personal touch. We're insured and offer cleaners for both residential and commercial properties. So if the busyness of the season has you in a pinch, call Queen Bee Cleaning at 740-418-2710 or message us on our Facebook page today.
Welcome back to Jackson Ironmen football. Dan Dobbins alongside Pete Wilson and Dan Marr. It's 44-0 as we open up this fourth quarter of play. It'll be a 1st and 10 from Miami Trace at the Ironman 19. Robinette has went the whole way. Trey Robinette for the Panthers, and he takes the snap and rolls to his left side. Ball will be caught and tackled. Wolford making the tackle?
No, Bodie Wolford. Bodie Wolford and Hunter Seitz both involved on that tackle. Nice thing about this, boy, it's a playoff game, and a lot of the younger players getting some snaps out here on Alumni Stadium. You can't beat that for experience. I see Blaine Hale out there at one of the defensive tackle positions.
It's a gain of 6, make it call it 2nd and 4. Ball moved down to the 14-yard line. Miami Trace has not scored. And Robinette looking over the middle. It is caught inside the 5 and into the end zone for the touchdown. First of the night for Miami Trace.
We put the jinx on them, Dob. You just said they had not scored, but that was a good pass, good catch, slant pattern, kind of shielded off the defender and was just able to get across the goal line for the first 6 points of the night for the Panthers.
Garrett, yes, the big 6'4" receiver with the touchdown. Clock is stopped on extra points and scores. So now Warnock will come on to try to make it 44-7. Kick on the way, plenty of legs there, and it's right down the middle. 44-7.
He is a kicker, isn't he?
44-7 is your score. Jackson leads Miami Trace, and we'll be back with more fourth quarter action right after this timeout.
When you hear this, the number to call is 740-286-5864 for the Glass Garage. Greg Hogue and the fine staff of the Glass Garage, located at 198 Morton Street, Jackson, is ready to fix that broken window. The Glass Garage is your auto glass specialist. They also do residential repair to fix that broken window at the home. The Glass Garage. Phone 740-286-5864. Remember, the Glass Garage.
When you think of your community bank, are you thinking of leading technology? Things like mobile banking and mobile deposit? Being able to pay a friend using Zelle? Are you thinking of best-in-class bill pay and customized account alerts? If you're thinking of those things, then you must be thinking of Jackson County Banking Center. They have leading technology and local support. And by local, we mean right here in your neighborhood. Leading technology, local support. That's Jackson County Banking Center. Member FDIC.
44-7 is your score as we're in the fourth quarter, and Warnock will kick off for Miami Trace after they've just scored their first touchdown. And it's a long, high kick, and it will be taken. Well, Wolford will let it hit at the 1 yard line, and it bounces into the end zone for a touchdown. Pete Wilson will look at that first scoring drive for the Panthers.
Okay, well, Miami Trace gets on the board in finally using the last part of the third quarter and the first part of the fourth quarter in this quickly moving running clock situation. 5 plays, 45 yards. They had good field position to start off, and they took advantage of it. Touchdown comes on a 13-yard pass from Trey Robinette to Garrett Guest. That's the number 1 quarterback and the number 1 receiver. They combine for the touchdown. Extra point is by Zach Warnick. Now we have a 44-7 game. Clock moving with 10 minutes and 25 seconds to go. Ironman will start from the 20 after the touchback.
We will have number 5, freshman Bodie Wolford, in at quarterback for the Ironmen. He works out of the I formation. And
whistle blows, the flag down.
The Ironmen going to be penalized, delay a game.
Slow trying to get the right personnel in there, which is always tough in these second halves when you're trying to get everybody on the field. Good to see Bodie Wooford get snaps at quarterback also. He and Tucker. Tucker did a good job there while he was in.
And the handoff over the right side. It looks like Charlie Woodard with the ball carrier. And he's out over the 20 to the...
Charlie ran over a tackler there.
That's a 7-yard gain on first down. He's out to the 22. Wrap both arms around that football.
Ryan Samez brings the play in to Bodie. Freshman, all those guys that we mentioned there recently, the freshmen, they had an outstanding season themselves.
So 2nd and 8 off the 22-yard line. Wolford looks up at the play clock. And hands off to the second back through. And out to the 25-yard line. That carry was made Ryan Simons, the ball carrier. He picks up about 3 yards, and that'll bring up 3rd and 5 now for the Ironmen.
Senior Zach Kraft getting some snaps at that defensive end position. He also was playing. He's one of the top backups on the defensive line.
Easton McGraw checks in the line for the Ironmen. Clock now moving to 8.5 minutes. And a timeout has been called by the Ironmen with 8:21 remaining. Looking at a 3rd down and 5. We take a timeout for the first of this half, and we'll be back with more Jackson Ironman football after this.
I'm so bored. There's nothing to do here.
That makes one of us, because I go bowling at Leo Wilson every week.
You do?
Yes. I joined the league, which means I go to Leo Wilson to bowl and have fun socializing with my friends weekly.
Do you ever get hungry when you go bowling at Leela of Wellston?
Not anymore, since Amori's Pizzeria popped up inside of Leo of Wellston. They bring award-winning pizza to my bowling team's table every week.
Man, that sounds like fun. Can I still join the fun at Leela of Wellston?
Sure you can. Leagues are now forming. Stop in at 15 North Park Avenue in Wellston, or give us a call at 740-384-6670.
Your home of Jackson Ironmen football is Mix 96 FM.
It's 3rd down and 5 for the Ironmen as Bodie Wolford has a little play action looking. Now he'll take off and run. He's out over the 30, and did he get the first down?
Yes, he did.
Just by about a half a yard. Bodie Wolford dives for the first down stake. He needed 5, he got 6, and I'll move the chain.
We were lucky enough today to do a kind of a football preview show on Jennifer's morning Main Street television show, and we were joined by his uncle, Bob Grillo, who said, Bodie Wolford, the tallest Wolford he can ever remember.
Yes, he did.
Yes, he did.
All right. Simons goes in motion. He gets they fake the handoff to him, and Wolford keeps it. He'll work his way out to the 35-yard line. Gain of about 4 on that carry. Ironmen put this game away on ice. We're in the late stages of that first quarter.
Oh, and quickly. And I tell you right now, that little first down run by Bodie Wooford, that allows us to eat up quite a bit of this last 8 minutes because, as we've said, it is a running clock. Ironmen utilizing most all of the time they can between plays. It's great to see the younger guys get a play, but you don't want any injuries at this point. Another big game coming up next week.
Really, 2nd down and 7. And
Charlie goes
Woodard well around the left end, gives a good stiff arm, picks up the first down, and crossing midfield. They're going to say he stepped out of bounds at the 47-yard line, but that's enough for a Jackson Ironman first down, keeping the chain moving.
Got some good blocks out there. Grant McCarthy, I saw Jacob Allen in there. Left side of that offensive line gave Charlie some room. He turns the corner, and you said it, a good stiff arm to get another 5 or 6 yards on his own.
Another clock inside 6.5 minutes. Woodard goes in motion. They hand it to him. He's got a little seam as he crosses midfield and picks up about 7 yards. Tackled at the 46-yard line.
Jet sweep with Woodard. Good first down play. Clock keeps running.
7 on that first down carry.
Don't leave us on postgame. We will have Pete Wilson statistics. We will hear from Coach Hall, and we'll give away our awards, the Monroe Collision Hit of the Week Award winner and the Jason Gillum Insurance Player of the Game.
Brian Stewart out wide to the left, slot to the right side. And Simonson, they fake it to him, and Wolford will be hit at the just after he crosses the 45-yard line. He'll be a yard short of the first. Clock now down to 5 minutes and 15 seconds remaining in the game. Jackson leads at 44-7. Third and the long one for the Ironmen. And a handoff to the tailback. Stiff arm is Woodard around the right side. He has the first down as he's tackled at the 41-yard line. Move the chains, and this one drive keeps moving.
Panthers have 3 timeouts. I have no reason why they would ever want to use them right now. And the Ironmen might be able to run the clock out now with that first down.
Ball placed on the right hash mark as the Ironmen go towards the south end of the stadium. Backs are slid, a little quick handoff, and over to the left side. That's a nice gain on first down to the 32-yard line.
18 seniors are sure that they are not playing their final game on Alumni Stadium. That's a good thing.
Grant McCarty, number 15, the ball carrier, his first of the night, picks up 8 yards.
Granville, Bellefontaine, we haven't got a score on that one yet, I don't think, but that will be the Ironman opponent here at Alumni Stadium next Friday night.
Second and short.
Long-range weather looks like another good night, too.
Certainly does.
Yes.
Cody Wolford stands behind that center, now watches the play clock tick down to 3, and hands off to McCarty, and McCarty has the first down as he's down at the 25-yard line. Good hard running by McCarty. McCarty hard to bring down at 195 pounds. At the 25-yard line, Pete Wilson, that's another first down.
Jackson now with 16 of them. Miami Trace with 6 in that category.
Our good buddy Jason Brown just sent me an update and has Kahana leading Bellefontaine by a score of 19-7, and that one looks like it's into the fourth quarter.
Granville, not Kahana.
Granville, that's what I meant.
Okay.
Granville.
Look, those teams 8-2. Here's McCarty with another carry. He's got a nice hole as over to the left side. Works it down inside the 20-yard line.
We just beg for a little information, and people step up.
Absolutely. So call it second and a long 3. Call it the 19-yard line. Drive started.
The clock is running.
2 minutes, 23 seconds, and Eddie Wolford gets the play from Coach Andy Hall on the sideline, or into the huddle, and with 10 seconds on the play clock. Wolford will take the snap, and keep it as he rolls around the right side, and he'll lose a couple of yards, but he stays in bounds, keeping the clock running, and now we're inside 2 minutes to go.
Good crowd on hand tonight by our Jackson Ironman fans. We just bragged about how well we traveled last week in Chillicothe. They showed up tonight. Tickets are a little more expensive when you get to the playoffs. You have to go online. It's not the easiest thing in the world to do, but people have stepped up.
For you and I.
Yeah, for we old folks, but people have stepped up and showed up, and the Ohio High School Athletic Association thanks you. Outstanding job by Pat Stevens, our AD.
The last couple plays of the game, as McCarty gets his number called on that third down play. He will not pick up the first down, but he's down to the 17-yard line. And this play on 4th and 2 will Be inside, 1 minute remaining in the game.
Some of the Ironmen are already sneaking over there by the 50-yard line, ready to start shaking hands. Clock running under 50 seconds now. They can let another 15 seconds run off the play clock.
At the line of scrimmage on this 4th and 2. Wolford. And the Ironmen will have the first down, getting inside the 15-yard line.
It's Grant McCarty again.
He's been the workhorse here in the last.
Yes, that will be the last play of the game.
That will do it. 44-7, the Jackson Ironmen roll to an easy victory here tonight at home in week number 11, the first round of the Division III Region 11 playoff.
Frontier Athletic Conference games this year, the Ironmen have been nothing short of stellar. Another 44-7 win tonight. The Ironmen, we had figured during league games this year, had averaged 49 points per contest, giving up around 13. And all they did was kind of increase all those stats again tonight. Very impressive offense, defense, special teams effort again tonight. And these are
Cardo's Pizza would like to say thank you to the Jackson area for letting us serve you for the past 32 plus years. You can call us at 286-2525 or go to our website, www.cardospizza.com, where you can find our full menu, place your order online, or check out our buffet hours. On behalf of everyone here at Cardo's, go Ironmen!
Southern Ohio Smiles, located at 41 East South Street in Jackson, offers a variety of dental services including hygiene cleanings, dental implants, Botox and derma fillers, Invisalign, and much more. Locally owned and ran by Brian and Jamie Morris, Southern Ohio Smiles and Southern Ohio Midi Dental Implant Center offer a friendly environment for your family. Call us today at 740-577-3239.
You love your favorite pro football team. They have a history of being competitive and zealous while maintaining the utmost professionalism. So should your lawyer. John Pearson Clark is an aggressive and zealous attorney that is always looking out for the best interest of his clients while trying to secure a win. He has over 30 years experience and is licensed in all local courts, state of Ohio, federal court, and even the United States Supreme Court. Whether your legal issue is domestic related or a criminal law issue, call John Clark Law Offices today.